think I'm live. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, everybody. This is going to be a live video chat show for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we like to interact with the chat room and talk to everybody as we go along the evening. So tonight, I am looking for my chat room. And I think I'm alive and I think I'm here. So I'm just a few minutes early, so we'll wait for some people to get in the room. And we're going to do some fun stuff tonight. I need to really kind of make a list so I'll know what I'm doing. And I can do it right here on this old piece of paper. So let me find my ink pen. This was the other day. But tonight I want to go over the hidden pockets. And there's Margaret. Margaret's here with me tonight. We're also going to add some beads to one of my doll books. And I'd like to make some charms for my picture frame. And I have on here on my list my little map book. I'm going to glue some things in my map book. And there's something else. And then we're going to work on the fairy book and do some stuff in there for starters. And if we have any more time, we'll think of something because there's plenty to do in here. How are you, Margaret? You doing okay today? Mailed out some hidden pockets to Angela. Oh boy. Oh, how nice, Margaret. She'll love them. I know she will. Good, good. So, with that being said, I'm going to put these beads over here off the side, but I want to get some out. These are my pink beads, and I'm just going to put some in this little cup, and I'm going to put them on the back of my doll book. They need beads on the, for the tassels on the back of the doll book. And I think that's all I need out of here is just some beads, pink beads. So we'll move this out of the way. Put them over here where they belong. And then I'll have that put away. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, if we just a few minutes for some people get in. Now, I made a map book about a month ago, and it's out of a map, a whole big map of Texas. And so it's this size, so I get to glue in it as I go along. And you go across this way, and then it turns over, and you keep going to the next side, to the other side. So it's like it goes on and on and on. It's a never-ending book. And I've got some things here on my desk that I thought I could put in here. Here's a Bible verse that I can do. And it's a sticker. And I've got this little vase off of some scrapbooking paper I was working with. So I'll put it down. And then I got some people. We'll put some people in here. like that. Happy people. There's lots of people. There's Billy Bob. They're actors. So I just picked some pictures, and instead of throwing it away, I kept the people, harvested a page or two. Like that. That one's Steve Martin. I only knew two of them. The others I didn't really know who they were. You all might know. I think this is Matthew somebody, but I don't know who he is. He's an actor. He's an actor. And then this guy, we'll put him over here. Like that. And I probably should have made me up some little tiny squares. Hi, Joyce. Come on in. We're creating here. Gluing in my glue book, my map book. So I need some of these to put down so they don't stick to the next page. And that should hold me for a little while. Let's go back to where we were. See where I put them. There's one. So find where I put my people. Right there. And right there. And right there. And right there. Okay, I think I got it all. So here's a little rose that I made out of tissue paper that can go in there. And then I have some of these little flowers that I got in Happy Mail. And I thought, well, that can go in my map book. That would be okay. This ribbon's not sticking down very good. Let me put some glue on it. Right there. And that little bug. Let's put him on here. He's pretty. We'll put that on there. For the front. It's either the front or the back. I'm not real sure because it goes both ways. So this is a front and this is a front. We got two fronts. And this is the other side. So let's go back over here. We'll put this down. Like that. And I'll put a little piece of paper there. Here's a good spot. We'll put that there. And here's a butterfly. We could put that on there. If I do a little bit every day, I'll get it done. That's what makes a glue book fun. I made a rhyme. Thank you, Joyce. I mailed yours too. I mailed you one. And then this is a little doll that I made last year, and it's a I don't know what kind of a doll it is. It's a paper doll, but it's a hang up, and I'm going to put it in the doll book tonight. Also have some of this. This would be fun in my map book. So let me find one. Somebody gave me these, and I can just use different pieces of it. I probably won't use it in the because it's big. So what I'll do is I'm going to cut it into pieces of pies. So it's a doily. It's a doily pie like that, and I can take and put these uh, in here as well, just along the edges, or something like that. For fun. And then I'll put my paper back down so it won't stick to the next page. She needs a piece of paper too. I have another one. I'll just use that. So I'll get some more wax paper out because I need some more. That's okay. We'll get it. So there's another piece. Let me get some more wax paper. I don't know where's everybody at tonight. This is Thursday, isn't it? I don't know if anybody else is streaming or not, but I don't know why they're not in here. But that's okay. If it's just Essence, it's just Essence. People have other lives and things to do and places to go and people to see. So I've got some more wax paper here that I can use on some of these pages. Like that. So I'll just put that there. Using my items up. So we got 4 in the balcony. Yeah, well, we got to remember the balcony. Hi, Chassie. I mailed Jassy a prize today. I got it in today's mail. It's gone. Almost looks like an ice cream cone. So we can do that. We might make some ice cream. One more, I think. One more. We'll have it. We'll have it done now. Let's see what else I can put in my map book. That I've got little pieces of paper here. And you see they can go on the page. Like that. Like that. And this here can go down. It's the beginning of a cluster. And we're just going to put this one down right there. And we'll put some paper down, wax paper. And let's see what else I got over here. I can use this in my book as well. I've got a picture, and this picture came from Jasper. I've got her name written on it. So he's a broom maker. I watched a video on how they make homemade brooms, and it's fun. It's fun how they make them. Not very many people know how to do that these days. So I'm going to use that much of it, of this picture. And we're going to just put it right there. Like that. Then I've got a sticker over here. And it says, my parents' generation. And it's 1940s. And that's correct. That's when they were doing stuff. So I'll put that there and that there. I might have to put a little bit of glue on it. Sometimes these old stickers don't have enough stickum. But we'll see. We'll put some paper there. And then I've got another little piece of ephemera that's called the Craft Nuggets. And this came from Doretha. So I'll find a page for this right here. It's getting to be fun when you start to flip through the book and you have to look for pages. And then this was given to me by Sharon Reinheimer. So I'm going to put that on there too. Happy Mail. I found some Happy Mail today on my desk. And I said, this has got to go in the book. So I'm going to put that there. And then I've got another flower. She could have a flower in her hair. Right there. Like that. We'll put this in the corner there. And then I got some cereal. These little cereal guys came from Joe. He took the cereal box and he cut the little cereal guys off of them and gave them to me to play with. And I am going to put them in this map book. It will be perfect for the map book. Frosted shredded wheat. And we're going to put this right there. And we'll put one right there. And we'll go to the other side and put one right there. Then, but wait, there's more. And, yeah, he would be good for a Twinchie. He sure would. He sure would be good for a Twinchie. But yeah, he would be. So I'm going to put that over there. And I got some washi tape in some Happy Mail. Let me know if anything happens to the stream. I don't know where everybody is. Hi, Barry. Maybe I need to share me out. Let me share my name out here. Copy link, and I'll go over to my Facebook and uh, put it in. I have to go to my group, and there. Come on. Come on in. And then I'll put a paste and a post. So there, I shared me out. So maybe that'll help with the people, for the people to come in. So hi Sharon. Hi everybody up in the balcony. How's Barry doing? Is Barry doing okay? So anyway, this is some happy Mawashi tape, and I'm looking for the end of it. And I'm going to put some of this in my map book if I can get it open, and I can't find the ends. When you do this, it's always important to leave a little tab. Guys, leave a tab so I can get it started again. I don't know which way it's going. I feel it. I feel it. There it goes. Meh. He goes, meh. I guess I'm okay. Meh. Whatever. Okay. So I'm going to put a little piece on there. On this corner, I'm going to put a little bit of glue underneath it. And give this edge some tape. And maybe that'll make it not so flimsy. You know, we don't want it to be too flimsy. That'll help strengthen that up. So here's some more. And I'm going to put some, it looks like it might be old. The tape might be a little old, and it is sticky, but I'm still going to put some glue on it. I'm still going to put a little bit of glue on it. And we're just going to random through the book till we get some tape in the book for fun. And then I'm going to do hidden pockets next. If anybody wants any directions for some hidden pockets, we can do that. We can do how to do a hidden pocket. That looks cute. So this is just a real simple little glue book made out of a map, and it's a meander type book. It never ends. It goes on and on and on. And so it's a fun little book to glue in anything off of your desk that you have laying around. So I'm going to get some more tape from another one. Let's see if I can find it. And a lot of times you go to the edge and tear it, and that's where the end is. But I don't see it. I can't feel it. Is that it right there? I think I found it. I found it. So we can put some of this tape in here as well. And I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to cut it like that. Let's see what else we can do. Where else can we put it? Yeah, we're going to put that right there. Like that. So, Joyce says, I don't have much to send in Happy Meals. I'm going to try to correct that problem. Start making some things. Look for some junk in your closets. It could be recycled. Harvest some magazines. You could. That's what I did. I harvested a magazine and got a few pictures for in here. That's what I did. So let's go ahead and stop that one and look for this one. I'm going to try to use it. Use it or lose it. It's got to be on the end. Because I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It won't roll. And if you're lucky, you might be able to get it with your X-Acto knife. If you can find it. I don't know what I did with my X-Acto knife. But you can also, you can cut it with your scissors just like that and get one started. And then you might be able to get it going. Okay, I'm tired of fooling with that. Now, so that was our little meander book that we worked in, or my map book. We'll put it over here for next time. And I've got a new doll. I'm going to put this in the doll book. And it was made with love, but it didn't have a date on it. So I'm just going to find a little tuck spot for it. And and while I've got my doll book out, I've got pink beads to put on the tassels. So, hi, Marty. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody in the balcony. Come in. I'll get this out in just a second. Get it back out. But I'm going to show y'all how to do a hidden pocket. Hidden pockets. We're in the middle of a hidden pocket trade. And if anybody wants to sign up I know what I need to do. I need to tell you all your names. Who needs their names for the hidden pockets? Who would like to know their names? So if anybody would like their names, I gave Margaret hers. This is for the hidden pockets. Joyce has hers. That's me and Joyce. And we're A-okay. We can mark our names off that we've got our names. And Joyce has got her name. So anybody else need their names? Anybody? Margaret's got hers. Hi, Susie. Hello. Come on in. We're going to demonstrate how to make hidden pockets for our September trade. So let me know if you need if you're doing it and you want your names. I will be glad to tell you. Marty, you've got 2 names. Marty. Get a pencil paper, piece of paper. Marty, you have Cindy and Bonnie. So, anyway, I'm going to demonstrate. Did you get it, Marty? Was she listening? She might not have been listening. If she's multitasking, I understand. Hi, Esther. Hello, Esther. Esther, I got your names. You got a piece of paper? I got your names. You got 3. Esther, you got pencil paper? Marty, did you get yours? Great. Okay. You have Pam Barnes, which is Ginger Cat Lady. Ginger Pam. And you have Juju and Brenda A. Brenda Ashford. Thank you, Esther. Get these marked off. Okay. Sharon Lumbar. I think I already gave you your names. I got a check mark by your name. Okay. Sharon's got hers. Okay. So, hi, Patty. Come on in. So, anyway, I can do that. I can give names. We're way ahead of schedule. So, there's no problem. But I'm going to show you how we make our hidden pockets. See if I can put that over there. Okay. So, you take some craft paper, any kind of craft paper, and you want to get your envelope that you're going to be mailing with. If it's a big envelope, then you don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Marty. Um, um, like if you use this type of an envelope, you want it to fit in the envelope, right? So you want to cut your craft paper to fit the size of your envelope. If you're using a big gold one, then you don't have to worry too much about it because it's pretty big, it's pretty big size. So whatever envelope you want to use, we want to keep it, one stamp at least. Marty's being a stinker. Thank you. So the way I make my pockets is I get 2 pieces of paper, and you can glue them together just on the edges, or you can sew it. I did sew mine. I've got stitches on mine all the way around with 2 pieces of paper, and my paper is printed on both sides. I've got print on both sides. And then you're going to have a third piece of paper that is either the same or the opposite side, whatever. But it's going to be smaller because you want it to go inside. This is going to be a pocket because these 2 are glued only on the edges. So you're going to take and put a picture on your paper. And it doesn't matter which side you pick, which side you want. And I have a beautiful picture of Jamie Lee. I love her. So I'm going to glue her down on the front of my pocket. These are the steps to do it in. There's 3 or 4 steps. So we have 2 pieces of paper together. So glued around the edges. Glue a picture down. Now here's where the magic is. Here's the magic. Okay, Susie, we're going to the big screen. Thank you, honey. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut. You can cut it anywhere you want, okay? But I'm going to cut mine up towards the top, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to cut right along her headband, where her headband would go on her hair. And I'm going to cut right above her eyes. And when this is going to be where you put your pocket inside uh, your, this is the pocket. So you take that other piece of paper that I had, like that, and I'm going to take it and put it in the top of her head. Put it in the top part, and there's a little bit of space there. It goes as far as you've glued or as far as you sewed, whatever. And I'm just going to pull that out just a tad, and I'm going to glue that down. Put it down there. We're going to put it down. So I got a little bit of glue right there, and that's plenty enough to hold it. It'll hold. So I've got that in the top part, and then this, I'm going to make a pocket down here. And I'm going to put just a line, just a little line of glue on that edge. And I'm going to put it right here. So inside, I've got a little tuck spot right there. So this is going to go inside the pocket, and then you put it together like a puzzle. And look, you can't even see where I cut it. It's a hidden pocket. So what you can do is you can get some decorations and some things, and I'll use a little piece of this ribbon right here, and I'm going to make her a headband. You know, she used to wear headbands back in the day for various. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this, either the top or the bottom, and I'm not going to glue the whole ribbon down, just the edge of it on top of her forehead, like that. So it's half on the bottom and half on the top, but I'm not going to glue the top part down, just the bottom one here. So there's her headband. And then when you put her together, it hides the seam of her head, and she looks like, you know, cool. She looks like Peace Baby. So you can continue to decorate that and add some bling to it or whatever you want, but you want to keep it flat so that your partners, if you give this away, that you can put it in a flat envelope with one stamp. That was my goal. So inside of this, you want to put some things in the tuck spot. You want to put something like that. You might have to trim just a little bit. So that'll go in the tuck spot. And I've got some stickers over here. Like that. So you like to get in here and find a couple of stickers to put in there for decorations. Like that. And there's your hidden pocket. And there you go. You put that in there, and that's your little Happy Mail surprise. Put that down in the pocket, and you've got a hidden pocket. You can continue to decorate it with other things, other stickers. You can put a different picture on there. It could be anything you want on there, anything you want to put on there. So that's one that we made, and I'm going to show you another one because we can. So this one here is 2 pieces of paper, and I glued some lace on the back. So I'm going to glue a picture on the front. I got another picture of Jamie over here. So let's cut and put Jamie on this one. I've got to cut her foot off a little bit, and maybe her elbow, and see if she will fit on here, and she will. So that looks good on that piece of paper. And then this is going to be the inside pocket part, but you got to do the outside first. So I'm gluing Jamie down on this pocket. Oops. Made a mess. That's all right. We got it. We got it. Woo! lightning or thunder. Thunder. So she's going on there, and I'm going to scoot her down a little bit. And we smooth this out. And then on this one, we still have to cut, we want the top part off. So I'm just going to cut it above her head on this one. And I had to cut through that lace, which is fine. And the lace is glued down, so that's fine. And I need to just glue that down a little bit here. Like that. That's the back, and this is the front. So, there we go. So I'm taking the inside paper, and I'm going to put it in the top part of the pocket, like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it, like that. Like that. And then that's plenty enough to hold that card. So I got it in there like that. And then I've got another little piece of paper right here that I get to use for my tuck spot. Now, you don't have to put the tuck spot. It's extra. But that's what we like to do. Is Brian here? Hi, Brian. Thanks for coming back to see us. We like having you with us, Brian. Thank you very much. Barry was here a little bit ago. He was passing through. So here we got a little tuck spot on that card. And I've got some other stuff in here. We can put some stickers in there. And we can put little notepad stickers. I've got these little sticky notes. And at Christmas time, you might want to start a Christmas list. Hi, Ellen. Come on in. Come on in. And that could be your Christmas list or your grocery list. And then you can take all of this and put it inside the pocket, the big pocket. And you've got a hidden pocket to give away or to put in your purse for anything you want to use it for. It's a hidden pocket. Nobody knows what that is but us. So there's two. There's two. So who else has any questions? How many? Just one pocket and a little bit of Happy Mail. And I'm going towards, just one stamp. But now you can do anything you want. If you want to put more than one in there, you're welcome. There's no problem. There's nothing bad about Happy Mail. Mm-hmm. The file folder with the envelopes. Can you show the file folder with the envelopes? I think you're talking about my little trade book. Okay. Are you talking about this? This little book here, it opens and closes. It's got little magnets in it inside, so it snaps shut. Angie got Happy Mail? Imagine that, Angie. Good for you. Congratulations. Esther's going to dinner. Okay, have a good dinner. So anyway, this is a little trifold booklet. And I didn't make it. It was given to me by Vanessa. And I have some other little pockets in here. These are just simple little library pockets with some things in the folders and stuff. And I can put these in as Happy Mails too in my hidden pockets. But these were made from Vanessa for me, and she put some paper in here. and it looks like it's stitched in a simple stitching fold, 3-hole stitch, and it's got a pocket in the front and then some more paper on this side and another pocket back there, and it folds like it just trifolds. So you could make this up. You can use a cereal box, um, and cover it from. She's covered it. She's put plastic on it to keep it nice and clean if it's something you use all the time. And then she put tape around the edges and the over folded over the edges tape, washi tape, and made it very nice and sturdy, very nice and sturdy. So yeah, so she's added some things in here, but this was Happy Mail for me. She made it for me, and then she made that little pocket, but then she also made me this, and it's a little trifold as well, and it looks like it's just mixed media paper, and she's fixed it so that it's folded, and then she put on scrapbooking paper on this side, and then one a little shorter to make a pocket, and then she made a corner pocket right here, and then she made another pocket over here. This has got 5 pockets in it. There's a pocket on this side, and then there's a pocket on this side. So this is really really cute. This is good for a tag book or anything you want really. So and I have done something similar to this with envelopes, and I've made an envelope book before. If you're interested in an envelope book, let me know, and I can show you how to do it real quick. Yes, you can make it. Oh, I had a. Yes, I think it was this one, Ellen. I made this book out of a file folder. Yes, ma'am. You're correct. And I'm going to have to make another one because it's full. So this was a file folder. Here it is. And then I folded the bottom up about 3 inches to make the pockets. And I've got 4 pockets. And then I just folded this one in, folded this one in, and then fold it back together. And I tied it closed with a ribbon. Super easy, super fast. And I've got things in here that people have given me, goodies and Happy Mail. So I think that's the one you liked. Anything you can make anything your heart's desires just by using a file folder, a big piece of paper, a piece of map. I made this book here out of a map, a road map, of Texas. So if you need any more instructions, and then of course I just put paper down, newspapers, uh, uh, magazine papers, and and then I did earth, the word earthy. I made it earthy and blue. Easy to do, easy to do. I give you encouragement. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Great. That's my goal. That's my goal to give you all encouragement. That's why we do our trades once a month. So maybe next month when we do our trade, you might want to play along. And but this is cute too. This is cute too. So, but I'm gonna put that over there for now. And I don't know where this came from. I think it was over here. So, yes, yes, yes. So, anyway, I've showed you how to do a hidden pocket. I've got some more to make over here, and we can do it next time. We don't have to do it this time. And here I have a couple of little tiny postcards of Chicago, and I'm going to put them inside my pockets for Happy Meal. I'll open that up and slide that down the back. It'll be an extra surprise on whoever gets these. So you can use all kinds of things in your hidden pockets. Today was Jamie Lee Day. I love Jamie Lee. She's awesome. Okay, so I'll save these other ones for next time. They'll be for next time. Put them over there out of the way. So I want to work. Oh, we're also going to do the prompt game. I could put the date on these too. Where's my dater? I got lots of things to do. There's Janet. Hello, Janet. She'll be going off to bed in a few minutes. And we'll let her. She's getting her jammies on as we speak. So I've got some envelopes over here that are going to be for Trace. And they're already fixed up, ready to mail and address in the mail as soon as when I get some others. So I've got this one here. So I will be getting some Happy Mail the next couple of weeks. So these will be ready to give away. Okay. Now, I think making some bedtime tea for Janet. You also had another chunky with file folder with envelopes made with Tanya McGuire. Okay. Let me think. Something I made with Tanya. I don't recall right at this moment where that would be. A chunky with a file folder with envelopes. Okay. I'm not sure, Ellen, but offhand, I don't know where that would be right this moment. But I can show you another book that I did. And this is I know you're interested in the file folders and the envelopes, but this is done out of a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbooking paper. And you make a circle or a pie or whatever you want to do. I just so happened to do mine in a flower format. And you fold it in half, and then you fold it in fourths, and then you fold it in eighths. And this makes your little book. So you open it after you fold it and burnish the edges real good. You open it back up and find the edge, and then you start to fan fold your book into a little bookie like this. This one's finished, and so I made a little shawl, piece of paper with some lace on it to make a little to hold it together. And then I also put some tassels on it with beads, and that is on just on some embroidery thread, and I just glued it to the seam somewhere in the book. But this is also a round book. If you open it up, it's round. But I call this a meander book. And the reason why I call it a meander book is because it's fan folded. So you open it and you look and you turn the page and you turn the page and you turn the page to the very last, but it's not over. That's just halfway through. So then you get to open this one side back up and see this page and this page. So it goes over and over and over. It's a never ending book. It keeps going on and on and on. So it's kind of meander. You meander around through it. And I did just stickers and words, and I made the tassel, and then I made the little closure on it, and that is a little tiny book. So and here's another one that I made last week, and it's kind of the same thing. It's just you just open it, and I just did stickers, and some of my stickers aren't sticking down very good, but that was the same thing. Yeah, it goes on and on and on with a lot of pages. So I did that, and then I'm trying to think what I've done with. I've done a lot of stuff with Tanya McGuire, but I don't recall anything that I had out. I have. Uh, I have boxes over here full of books that I've made over the years, and I've been making books for 5 or 6 years now. So I've got lots of books to show. So anyway, tonight I wanted to. I found this, and I'm going to use this for some of these. I might make another pocket book out of that hidden pocket. So I have these pink beads, and I have my doll book here, and my doll book has tassels on the spine. So I want to uh, put some beads on it. So here's how I do my beads, and I'm using embroidery thread or some kind of cordage there. And I take my glue and I put a little bit of glue on my finger like that. And then I take my thread and I put it through the glue, and I drag it through the glue, and I twist my thread. I just twist it a little bit to keep all the threads together, because sometimes you get 2 or 3 threads in there. And you pull and twist, and this glue will dry within just a few seconds. And this will make it hard so that you can thread your beads onto it. So I'll do a couple of these. Get some more glue. And I'll put my thread through the glue to make a needle. We're making a needle, a glue needle, out of the string. Because seed beads are hard to put on string unless you use a needle or something. So, hi Juju. I showed the book with Becca. Okay. All right. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Now Dana made me a book. Was it this book? Was it this book? She made me a little book with all of these little pockets in it. And Dana made this book. I didn't make it. It's got 3 signatures in it. It would be one of your chunky books, Beth. Okay. 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 Um, so anyway, I'm gonna put some beads on the back of uh, this book here for tassels, and I've got a little box over here that I like to use, and I can put my beads in it. So that's what I got this box for, and I've loaded it up with other stuff. So you're going to take some of these beads in here, and you've got to, you're going to sew with your thread into the beads, And you can get some tiny ones on there. Now, also, the end is blunt. You can take and you can cut this at an angle and give it a point. Believe it or not, you sure can. Because the glue's going to keep it from undoing. And that little point will help you sew some tinier beads on here, which you would not be able to do with a needle and thread because the eye would be too big to go through the bead. So that's what that's all about right there. And I know it takes a few minutes to do it. And some good glasses to see with. Janet says, yes. Uh, I'm sure I showed you a bunch of my books. I have boxes and boxes of books. Yeah, they're pretty. They're tiny. And I'm going to do this for just a few minutes, and then I'll move on. We'll go on, and after this, we'll go ahead and we'll do our prompts. We can do our prompts next. If you like doing the 100-day challenge. So these over here are a little bit bigger, and they do better. So we're using those. Use your beads. I love my beads. So, oh, I'm getting some nice ones there. There we go. I like the tiny beads. And I'll just do one string because I can't sit still like this and not be talking about something, you guys. This journal here is made out of a cereal box, a cracker box or something. And this is my doll book. And see, with this project, all you have to do is put a little knot where you stopped. You put a little knot right there, and then these beads will stay right there. And then you can go squirrel and start and look and do something else. Have to put that over here. So this was a box. I don't know, cereal or something. And I had three pieces of it. And if you ever done any book binding, it's really easy to do, but it's just you can leave it together and score it and leave the box. And I wanted this one tall and thin on purpose. You could do your boxes any way you want. And so then I scored each joint. I scored it real good and put tape on it. And then I covered it with pretty paper, front and back. And I had a lot of fun doing this. I did this offline, and I had this tulip paper that matched this paper, and I cut all the tulips out. It was a piece of scrapbooking paper, and I cut the tulips out, and then I had oh, that was a sticker. Oh well. But anyway, I had this girl frame here that was a drawing, and so I traced her out. Um, I traced her out on some deli paper, and I put her in the middle, and so I made her with tulips hair, The hair is like tulips, and she's got tulips under her chin. And then there's a butterfly and some other little stickers here. And little repair job there. I will probably have to replace that all together eventually. But I got some stickers and I've got some hidden paper clips that Margaret made me, and then I made this. This is scrapbooking paper folded in half. This is 6 by 12, and that's the size of my book. And these are my paper dolls that we did for last month. And so I've sewed them together using a Coptic stitch, and I've got them where they lay open flat, and then I found somebody gave me these little stickers, these little tab stickers, and I made some tabs, and the stickers needs a little more glue. Little repair as we go. Just a little something there. So anyway, I put tabs on it, and I've got stickers in the background that people have given me along the way, and I've collected, and Happy Mail envelopes, and we had a doll trade. So that's how I got the pink book. And we usually do a doll trade once a year. I've already showed off like 2023 and 2024, and this will be 2025 right here. So that's how the doll book evolved. And then this month we're doing the hidden pockets, and it starts in September. And it's just a little craft book, a glue book. So you stick around with me, Ellen, and you'll see me make a book every month or every so often. I'll make a book. And I also like to get out my old books and show them off as well. And I know I've been following Tanya McGuire for quite a while, ever since I've ever started streaming. So you stick around, and I will be showing some things off. So that's all I'm going to show. That's all I'm going to do for the that book, and I'm going to do the prompts next. So what we do with prompts, what we've been doing with the prompts, it's a 100-day challenge, and I've been doing it 2 at a time because I stream 3 times a week. So I get 6 in a week. So I get off on Sundays. I take Sunday off. I don't know. So I will. We'll get this started for tonight, and I have prompts from 1 to 134. I believe that's my numbers. So holler me out some more numbers. I'll look for that other book, Ellen, and see if I can't find it after a while. 134. So I need numbers so that we can pull the prompts off of this paper. So, Juju, did you get your names for the trade? 44 is paint with coffee. Okay. And we will do this in a coffee a faux coffee. Paint with coffee, 44. 68 is black circles. And 20, you got your names? Okay. Number 20 is embossing. And 34 is a stamp print like we did in the stamp tray that we had, or picture, some kind of a picture. So it could be a picture out of a magazine or anything. That's 34. Let's see. Then we got 17. Oh boy, 17 is a wild card. So you all get to tell me what you think that wild card should be. I'll look at all the prompts and then I'll try to think of something. Okay. Hi, Steph. So after 17, there was 101. Paint with markers. Paint markers. So that'd be like a Posca pen. I've got paint markers. My gold is a paint pen. So that was 101. I need some more numbers. Come on. Don't be shy. Everybody put some numbers in. Gotta have 20. 20 is embossed again, and I will put that on the second one. We can do doubles. 65. Ephemera. That's something old looking. Number 50 is have a person call 2 more prompts. So 50 is 2 more prompts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I need 2 extra prompts for this one. And so that was 50. Then we got number 1 is splatters. I'll use splatters as 1. And then 113 would be number 2. An animal. I need 2 more for this one. 39 and 44. Thank you very much. 39 is pink or red. And 44 is paint with coffee again. So I'm going to put the coffee for the next one and use the next number for this one. And we're going to paint with either something coffee colored or chocolate colored or something brown. 41. And that is fruit. Okay, so I need 8 more now. 8 more. 111. A stapler. We get to staple something in. Now, Juju, it's from 1 to 134. 199. That was a mistype, wasn't it? There you go, 133. I can do 133. And that's one of the new prompts too. Oil pastels. I got that from you the other day, Juju. You were using your oil pastels, and I said, I don't think that's on my list. Number 3 is dots. Making some polka dots. 5 more. 49. Something wood. I've got wood chip things, wood things. Get to pick something out. And number 70, finger paint. Juju likes to finger paint. 82 is something recycled. I'll get something out of the garbage can. And I need two more. Two more. There's 40. Can I use 40 out of Juju's name? Number 40 is purple. And then 50. And then that's one of those two prompt things. So I got two more prompts to do, two more numbers. Or you can name them like Lace or uh, something. We don't have any fabric on here. I'm gonna put fabric and 10, number 10, tissue. Okay, got it. Okay, so these are our two. I'm going to do two games at the same time, and we're doing prompts. And I'll put that over yonder. I need to recopy that and do some homework and make it look pretty. So I wonder what I did with my lid. I don't see my lid. I probably dropped it. We'll set it right there. Okay, so this is what we did the other day, and it turned out cute, and this one turned out cute. So we're going to do this side, and we're going to do two at a time. And sometimes I do two at a time, and sometimes I just do one, and then I'll do the other. But this will be number 57 and day 58. So, no problem, Steph. That's okay, honey. That's perfectly fine. There's no problem about skipping a month. You've been busy. You've been super busy, so no problem. Get caught up on your day stuff. It is Juju. Juju inspired me to do the paper bag book. And this is another cereal box, this size. And I took my paper bags, and they were the big grocery bags, and I cut them up and made pages. And I've got these little pages, which is the bottom of the bag, and I put them in every other page for fun, or every other page, every so often. So it's turned out really, really good. There's a lot of good stuff in here, and I'm probably going to be the only one to enjoy this book. I don't know. I hope you all like it. It's my first brown paper bag book that I've ever done like this. I've done little paper bag books. Okay. Now, so this coffee. So I like to use a brown. I can also use, I've got coffee embossed, or I have coffee distress inks. It's coffee colored, right? Let's see if I can find some coffee in here. This one says ground espresso. So this is what I'm going to use for coffee. I did buy me some blue paint, just a few bottles, that's all. So I got coffee for both pages, so I can do it on both sides, on both of these. And I'm going to do it in squares. And I'm going to do it all over. And I like to take these little square things and re-ink them. And so there's my coffee. Isn't that cute? Y'all can see. So I'm going to go over here and find my coffee ink. And which is coffee. And I only get archival because that means it's permanent. It won't smear. And I'm going to put some more coffee on my ink pad. Like that. And I'm going to, it's going to be real juicy, okay? So here we go. And I'm just going to do some decorations here. Little variety. So I got my coffee down. Now, if I made anything like a tag or something, I could have used the coffee to do the edges, ink the edges or stuff like that. Could have done that. So I did them differently so I can mark the coffee off of both. Oh, does Jassy need the copy of this? I'll post it in the group. I'll uh, I'll take a picture of it and put in the group for those who want to play along. And you don't have to do 100 days. You could do one. Just do one in your art book. There you go, Jessie. And did you get a picture? She snaps a picture of it and then she has it. She writes them down too. Jessie likes to play along. And but you can just do one page, and you don't, just get a piece of typing paper or use your art book of some sort. Uh, like that. And I posted it in my Facebook group. And if you want to join my Facebook group, all you got to do is to my go to this page here and ask to join. You have to ask to join, and then I will let you in after the show. And you can post all your artwork in my Facebook group. It's all art related, and I don't sell, but I do like for you to post your pretties. So, and I don't mind if you want to talk about your sales in here in the chat room. You're allowed to talk about your sales, but I don't personally sell. I give away, and I don't want people using my Facebook group as the billboard, as a billboard. But I do want you to post all your pretty pictures and things. So let's see. We get to emboss. What could we do? Uh, this one wants ephemera over here. Who was it? The animal. The animal. I got to use an animal card. I've got animal cards. Let's just pick one of these. We could use you tell me which one you want. A zebra, a lemur, an ostrich, a gorilla, a hippopotamus, but only for Christmas, a leopard, a meerkat. I'm waiting for somebody to say something. We're not going to use him. A kimono dragon, a rhinoceros, a penguin, a walrus, an anteater, Come on, don't be shy. Here's a lion. Ellen says a lion. Okay, we're going to use the lion card. These came from the secondhand store for $1. You can probably get them at the Dollar Tree too. The secondhand store is not very cheap sometimes. It should have been 50 cents. Okay, so we got that. Now we got to do some splatters up here. So let's go ahead and see what we can splatter around. And I'm going to splatter in white. I don't know why, but that's what I want to do. So there's some white, and I'll get my fan brush, add some water to that, and we're going to splatter just on this upper part here. You hear me laugh. I laugh because I'm going to end up splattering everything. I don't mind if that gets anything splattered on it. So I'm going to splatter up here. Just tap, tap, tap. I've got my fan brush in the white, and it with a little bit of water, and it makes it soupy, and it'll splatter all over your paper, just like that. So we just got to get that to dry, and put these over here to dry. But now there's I can't say there's no splatters, but there are a little bit of splatters on my iPad. But they come off. I scrape them off at night. But there, that's good. That looks good. That looks good. So I'll put this away, and I'm going to circle off the coffee, the splatters, and the animal. And I have in my possession a gold paint pen. So we'll use this for the paint pen. And I've got to use, let's see, where is my other folder? I've been working in here. So my paint marker. Now the wild card, we can make a tag or something. We can make a tag out of this. So we've got pink or red. So here's the pink. And I'm just going to put it on the back of this card. A little bit of pink. And I'll get a paintbrush. And we're painting pink on the back of my card. It's iridescent, so you can still read it. Like that. So we just got to let that dry. That looks good. So we used pink. I'm sure I can find some fruit stickers. We've been doing that lately. Stamp a picture. Well, we can stamp and emboss a picture. So I'm going to sit this over there to let it dry for just a minute. Over there. And I'm going to get something to stamp. And I'll get my embossing thing out. And I also have some embossing this stuff here. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Got it. So I got some fabric and I got some, I need a stamp now. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to get something that I haven't used. I think this is a brand new stamp. So we'll use that. And I think I would like to use a piece of dilly paper to stamp on. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Good night, Janet. All right. Okay. So we're going to try to emboss. And I don't do it very often, but we have to emboss for 2 pages. So we're going to do the cat twice. You're messing up in there. So this is some kind of sticky substance. And I'm going to put it down here. And then I'm going to put it again. Because we're going to do 2 of them. Like that. Okay. Put that protector on there. Put that on there. And then I got powders. So I've got blue glacier. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit on here. You can also do glitter this way. But this is embossing powder. And then I've got some purple violet. Like that. And then I get my heat gun and do this. Let me shake my powder off. And it's covering it really nice. Like that. And we'll pour it. Tonight I don't mean to be wasteful, but I am using the garbage can tonight. So I can get it done. So there's my 2 kitty cats. Now I get the heat gun. Okay, it melted. It melted. So there's my 2 stamps and my embossing. Shiny. So I can then take it off of my list. And this one I got the coffee. And let's see, I've got to do I've got fabric for the second one. So I can cut off a piece of this fabric. Like this. So we don't need that. This will go for the second one. And then these will go, I can tear them. Try to tear them out and see if that make it look cute. I don't know if it will or not. So there's my 2 little embossing stamps. We'll save this for a little while. We might use it for something else. So I've got fabric. And I'm using a stamp, or I can also use a picture. So let me see about finding a little picture. I got a new magazine today, and it's AARP. That's where I got my Jamie Lee from. So let's find a little picture in here to use on our, like right there. We'll use that right there. And we will use a little piece of picture here. Like that. So we've got that one done. So we can circle that, but that goes on top, that goes on top, and that goes on the bottom. We did the picture. And then there's ephemera, fruit, and a wild card. We got to think about that. But we can put these on the pages. Those are almost dry. These go on top. And the paint marker goes on top. And down here we've got oil pastels and a stapler. Got a stapler right here. And a piece of wood. I've got a little box over here with some wood things in it. Like this. We gave up on the index cards. That was earlier last month or so. So we can use, you can get your choice of wood things, okay? So you all, the first one that hollers out what they want to use, you just let me know. I've got a butterfly 1, butterfly 2. Can you see it? Butterfly 1 or 2. I've got a rose. I've got a fox. First one, come on. I've got a flower. That might go good with the flower fabric. And I've got a bee, or it looks like a bumblebee. I've got an owl. Oh, fox. Fox, 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 fox. What did the fox say? Nee, 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 nee. They bark, I think. They're like little dogs. Abby looked like a little fox when she was little. Okay, we did that. So we got the wood. Something purple we could paint. Oh, purple could be the embossing. The purple kitty is embossing. Okay. And I use deli paper, which is like a form of tissue paper. I'm going to accept that. So then I've got the stapler out. We'll staple something down. And then oil pastels, dots, finger paint, and recycle left on the second one. So let's go ahead and put some of these down. I think this might be wet. I'll dab it off and see if it's dry enough. Some of it's wet, but that's okay. There's Joe.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to have you come over here and talk to the girls for a minute.
Well, sure.
And I'm going to go get something.
Okay, will you make an adjustment on that? Can you get the guy who throws the things over on over the shoulder? Over his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, let me get my glasses. Hello, hello. Okay, okay. Oh, you want me to do that? Oh, how nice. How nice. Well, hello, hello. Oh, gosh. Boy, this is. Hello. It's me. Nice to see you all. There's Buttero. Hello. Buttero Tea. Hi, girls. Hello, hello. Joyce Boings. Yep. Hope everybody's having a good time. The storm has just passed through again over here at the house, and we've thinking about doing something. I don't know. Me and my daughter's down here for the week. I guess you know that, and everybody else is going about their business. Hello, Miss Stephanie Goldie. Hello, hi Sharon. Um, let's see who else. Joyce, Janet Nash. How are you doing? I hope the weather's good over there. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm gonna get Beth to get a person that was online with the crazy guys, and of course my daughter was showing me some of the crazy guys who lift weights and dance and all that stuff. She said that's one of the big things. Yeah, and oh, Sharon Lumbar, hello. I wasn't going to miss you. It's good seeing you, hearing from you, and but we're just the Randall Carson premiere in 30 minutes. Oh, well, that's nice. Randall Carson. So, I don't want to touch any of the stuff here because it will get crazy. And there's Jazzy and Joyce. Say hi. Thank you guys. Enjoy you all being in here to take care of Beth while I was having dinner. I got running late there and wanted to get. This week has been a bad week to get the grass cut before the rain starts, because when the rain starts, you got about 6 to 7 to 8 inches of water in places, and it's hard to cut grass in that on a riding mower. But I guess she's kind of suggested what she's going to get into tonight. She'll get into something. And my daughter Janelle, she's down here till I think Monday or Tuesday, and uh, she just come in for almost a week. I don't know what everybody's been getting into and what Beth is getting set up for tonight, or I'd spill the beans on her, just and then y'all could say, "Oh, we know that." Yeah. Any good Swift floor stores? Yeah, lately. Yeah, Steph, I go just about. We're going to go. My daughter and I are going to go Sunday, and I think Monday's going to be the last day, and then she's going to go back home, fly back home, and but since she's going into, she came in from um, Cincinnati up in Ohio. Well, actually, it wasn't Cincinnati. It was um, one of the bigger uh, outlets up there, and because of the time frame, was good for her and give her an extra couple days to be down here with me. And I was just about ready to call her sister, her older sister, and tell her that if she wants to come get her, she can because she's wearing me out. No, she's not. She's my oldest daughter. She says, "Well, you like Janelle better than me anyway, because she always they play favorites. You know how girls are. When you're 47 years old, they're not really they're they're a little bit over the young adults, but well, they know we love both of them and everything. There's no doubt. And she works. She worked. She just got off her little shift. But anyway, have y'all decided what you think you might be wanting to do tonight, or because you know how Beth is? Beth's going to say, "Well, what do y'all want to do first, or what do we want to try?" And I was going to I just come in to tell get Beth to because I don't get on my phone to do it, and she always is on hers, and so I was going to get her to set me up with one of the guys down here in Florida. He's a contractor type of guy that has 100. I don't know. He's probably got 50,000 um, people that he watches him and stuff. He's been into it big, and so I don't know what how to get on this line, but I have to get her to show me because I always watch it with her. So, but I guess am I supposed to start be showing, keep showing you my hands? If I was a one of those seance type of people, I could tell you the lifeline. That's a good thing. It's got a long lifeline. So I hope everybody's having good health times and everything. And I know there's a lot of evil out there in the world going on, and it's just so sad. All the stuff uh, the people feel like they just have to do something about different things. So yeah, it's scary, a lot scary. Uh, I was wanting to. We'll try to get Janelle set up to listen to you all some tonight, and everybody's got a different different voice. Matter of fact, she set my phone up for voice control or whatever you would call it, and voice recognition. I'm sorry, and but yeah, exactly. I'm not even sure what's going on because my uncle usually calls me and tells me if there's any wrestling on because I like to listen to wrestling with him. But you know, everybody needs somebody to talk to. That's for sure. So I really appreciate you all being there for Beth and I, and hope everything's going good for your families. And my my daughter, our daughter, they're going to have a little baby. Yeah, you ready?
Yep, here it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me slide out of here, ladies. Good talking to you all. And
Watch your leg. Watch your leg.
I see it. I see it. I feel it. Okay.
There's Gator.
Thank you. You need anything while I'm up?
Maybe. I don't know. Wait just a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. They were talking to you. Okay. Give me just a minute to catch my
I
breath.
think I talked to everybody and just said hi. And
Okay.
you know.
All right.
Get you a little drink, cool you down.
All right. So, just sit down a minute. Sit for a minute.
Okay.
Joe did great. Okay. So, let me see. I think I'll punch a hole in my animal. And we're going to hang it up. We could staple it, I guess. The first one didn't have a staple, but it had a picture. We can add that on there. We can add our picture on there. And we can add our kitty cat on there. I've got to get some ephemera.
I'm sorry I didn't say hi, Ellen. Uh, so I just did see your name there. I'm sorry.
He don't mean nothing by it. So this is some ephemera. This is something really, really old. I've been using these ladies to make paper dolls with. There's 4 on that side and 2 on that side.
Aren't they wonderful?
So I think what we'll do is take this top line off, and that'll be my ephemera for the first one. So that'll be our ephemera. And we'll just put it at the top of the page. And we'll cut the 4 off here. And we will glue this down. Like that. And the paper is brittle. It's original paper. It's original paper.
New York City.
1940.
I was going to say 40 or 50.
And I'm going to glue that right there. And we're going to glue these 2 things down.
Thanks, Steph.
And we're going to just put it right there. And this is going to be put right there. our picture. And we're going to use the gold pen. And this is a really nice gold pen. It's a 18 karat Krylon. It's KRYLON pen. And I love it. This is the second one I've ever had. And I'm just going to do a little bit of outlining with my pen. So there's my pen. And then I can do it again on this card. Let's see if it'll draw.
And what color is that?
Gold.
Oh, it's gold. Okay, I couldn't see.
18 karat.
Okay.
It's paint. And a pen. And it's an expensive little pen. But it lasts. It does last a long time. And I've never had anything bad happen to the pen. It's always worked for me.
The marker.
Yeah, it's a marker pen.
The color marker pen.
It's a gold leaf pen. So we got that, and we're going to hang it up there. And then down here, we're going to, I got my glue gun on, so I'm just going to glue this fabric down like that. And like that. And like that. So that's our fabric. And our little Foxy, we get to paint him. And let's see, I think I have to do purple. So I've done the purple in the embossing, but I could use purple, make a purple fox too. And I have to use oil pastels. So I'll use a purple oil pastel. Like that. I don't use these very often, but I should. I should do something with them. Angela, did the baby come? Angela had a new baby come in the family.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use my oil pastel on this box. And I'll get another one.
Well, there's Mama Juju in the back party.
Juju's with me tonight.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
So there's another purple here. Let's try it too. That's Doretha.
Doretha. Yeah. You got a little for me last week.
Yeah, I did. Doretha sent me some happy
mail.
Yep. She sends me stuff all the time. So there's my purple fox. And I'll put this away. This is the only time I get to use them. I should do some different type of art where, like when I do my paintings and stuff, and get some of these different things out and use them. Okay, so we're going to, I can put a string in this and tie it down as well. I got some string up here. I need enough for two. For two. So we'll put one on the lion. And I'm just going to tie a knot. In it. Like that. Like that. And we'll put that on. And then another one over here.
A micro drone.
What's that?
Somebody sent put a micro drone. I don't know what.
Oh, your son. Her son set up a drone in our house. So the end of it is feathering out. So I put a little bit of glue on it. And I'm going to twist it and glue those ends together. And then I should be able to put it through there better. Like that. I've seen them do that on TV or on YouTube where they fly the drone through the house and stuff. That's the new thing is drones. So I'm trying to tie a knot. And I've sort of tried to knot, sort of got a knot going on there. But that's okay. So we're going to use the stapler on the top part and the bottom part to attach our card. And I'll have to attach this one over here. Well, I've got a bigger stapler. Never mind. I got a bigger stapler. I got my 18-inch stapler over here. I get to use it every now and then. It comes in handy. So I'm going to put him in the middle. And I'm going to staple him down. Like that. Ta-da! Oops. Didn't mean to make that noise. I've still got a few more staples in there. Let's see what I do. Oh, I popped my staples out. I'm using a green stapler. And it sits over here. So I got those down. And then I have to glue this little kitty cat down. Let's go back to our list and see what we got left to do. I got to get some, I did the oil pastels. Oh, I got to do black circles. Do you see a lid, a blue lid like this under my chair somewhere?
A blue lid.
This color blue.
Oh, that color? Mm-hmm.
I've lost my lid.
So you were flipping your lid, huh?
It's probably rolled off. Actually, there's one in the garbage can. There's a lid to that right in here somewhere too. Look and see if you can find the lid. I can use it as my recycle. It's in the garbage.
It looks like this.
Mm-hmm. So I need black paint. Perfect. Thank you, Joe. And I've got a little bit of black over here. Just that much is all I need. That's all I need. So I got to do black circles on the first one. So we're going to lift the lion up and do some black circles. Like that. That's enough of that. And I take my tissue and clean the lid. And then I put it back on my glue stick because I lost the lid to it. I don't know where it is. So we'll let that dry for a minute. Now we need dots, finger paint. I recycled that lid, but I didn't use it on over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to recycle something else. What else I got?
Recycle something else.
Hand me something out of there to recycle. A piece of paper or something. A thin piece of paper. There's a thin piece of paper right there.
Here.
No.
Here.
Paper. Paper. See that paper right there?
Here.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, we're going to recycle this faced with something. Cook. We're going to recycle the cook.
Food.
We're going to recycle cook. Cook food. Okay, thank you, Joe.
We just finished eating. We're ready. Recycle food.
Yeah. That's probably what happened to me.
Yeah.
I ate 2 tacos. They were
Yeah.
really good.
You ate 2 of them? I only ate 1. But you had a small one.
I had the small circles.
Oh, I had a big one.
Okay. So, let me see. I recycled. We got a finger paint, and then we got dots. So let me get my paint back out. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to use my finger to finger paint. I'm just going to finger paint and put some dots down. And these I'm going to get a paint stick and do some more dots with the paint stick. So there's my fingerprints. And gotta wipe my finger off. It will all come off in the wash, so don't worry. And then I use the end of a paintbrush.
That's what I used to come off.
And I'm in the white paint, and I'm putting some more dots down.
Oh, yeah.
With the finger, with the dots, with the end of a paint stick is what it was.
Round part of the paint stick.
Yep, that's what it was. So we're doing some dots.
Are those called special dots? Or
They're just paint stick dots, paintbrush dots,
yeah,
paintbrush dots.
It'd be like a,
So that's all that. And I did the finger paint, and I recycled. So that's all of number 2. I did the ephemera. Now the only thing I need left is the fruit.
Some kind of fruit?
Anything with fruit on it. And I've got some stickers.
Sticker fruit.
I do. I saw some
Oh.
in here. So we'll let that dry. And I did it, and this goes up here on top. So the fruit that I found was in here.
Yeah.
And you got to look real close. I've used a lot of the fruit out of here.
Have those fruit cups.
Where? In here?
Not in the.
Oh, no, not real fruit. A sticker of fruit.
Oh, a sticker.
Or something with fruit on it. In a magazine or something.
Well. Shirley.
So I did see some fruit. I saw some more strawberries out of here the other day. We got some out already, but I don't see them. I don't see any more fruit. I must have used all of them. That's all right. We just looking. But there's a pineapple right there. I ate some fresh pineapple today. It was really good.
Yeah. Been eating it all week.
So we're going to get this little pineapple.
Oh, and a coconut.
Yeah, we had fresh coconut. You give some to Janelle?
I didn't know what a coconut actually looks like on the inside.
Yeah.
It's the little fuzzy, brown, hairy looking thing with looks like a
With the
with
husk.
the eyes.
Yeah, with the husk, just like they say, show you on the cartoons.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I never really, well, we never been down around the coconut, the live coconut
Well, the
things.
next time you go to the nursery, get me a coconut tree. Okay, so there's our pages. There we did everything. Good. So, woohoo! It took me a while. I feel like it took me a while. It probably didn't. But that's all we're gonna do to that book. I'm gonna lay it over there, let it dry. And now we're gonna get the fairy book out.
Well, that is a dynamic kitty cat.
It is.
I know it. I love it.
So, uh, everybody doing okay? Y'all need me for anything? Okay. So I've been into this fairy book this month, and I just love it. It's a used book.
I love that Bob writing.
It's a used book, and um, it's soft. It's a slicky front, soft binding, and I got it used for about $4 or $5, and so it's recycled. So I decided I wanted to alter the recycled book, so it's nothing disrespectful to Lady Coddington's pressed fairy book. It's nothing, no offense. So we've been adding more fairies to it. For those of you who are just peeping in, and so I've got some more stickers to put in, and I got a page I wanted to put in tonight. I found this little thing. This girl's sitting on a mushroom, and I found a mushroom sticker. So we're going to cut this out and put it in the book. So uh, I'm going to put the book to the side, and we're going to be working on on this little fairy girl here. And I can put her like over here. That would be a good page for the mushroom, or over here. I've got lots of things to do in here, and so it's in a work in progress. And this is a book that I will continue to work on throughout the year, um, uh, doing different things. And I did this one last week, framed her,
Uh-huh.
and
That's beautiful.
so anyway, there's lots to do in here, and I've done a few other things, cutouts, and I have to do the background yet. So and then I colored this girl. I got some more coloring pages in here to do, and here's another girl that I need to cut out and put in. So there's lots to do in the book, and so I'm gonna put it over here to the side while we'll work on our fairy picture here. And I'm going to use my brush pens. I think I can use them for all of this.
Somebody taking their time with some color, some vivid color pens and stuff.
Yeah.
And you use two different types of colors, like a paint or a
I will do some blending
blending with water,
with other colors, like a blue and a purple together or something.
Soft touch type of colors and stuff. Of course, that color right there is Beth's favorite.
Well, I favor blue. Yeah, I favor blue. And I don't have to worry about the edges because I'm going to be cutting it out.
I love those colors. There's Angie Brown. Hello, Angie. Hey, to you also. Hope you're doing fine tonight. Glad to see you. Steph, Brittany. Hello, hello.
Okay.
I think there's little mushrooms down there on the bottom. Is that the same style as that one, the other ones we seen earlier? On the fairy sitting on the mushroom?
I have a book that I pulled this out
Several
of.
different ones.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And I'm going to put it in that fairy book. So, make her sandal there.
Good touch.
Little
Put that
sandal.
heel there.
And then I can do a little bit of grass. Some greenery in there.
Angela. Okay. Brody. Oh,
Stuff like that. A little bit of greenery there.
Angela's daughter has her baby. I don't know if you see that.
Yep. I have used these pens so much, and some of them I've used up, and I don't have the right colors. So I'm going to switch over to my pencils. I can still use an orange.
Those are soft point.
They're little brushes.
Brushes.
And they're brush pens. They've got ink in them. Like a magic marker, but it's with a little
but
brush.
You just need just enough to give it a color.
Yeah. Well, you can push down as hard as you want.
Right.
And I'm just pushing down lightly.
Too bad they don't have a little area you could like syringe in some alcohol to make it.
Well, then you would just buy a new brush if you need a new brush.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what that thing is.
It's not one of those push it harder and you'll get the color.
They're just different pens for different things. Yeah.
They call them Arctic?
These are called Arteezas.
Arteezas.
Okay. Brush pens. I've got more of them over there. But I like to use a variety of things.
Right. Crisp.
With my
good colors and the crisp.
Yeah, and I like to use them with my pencils.
Okay, Janice is still working on the 2 pictures. I was going to see them. Excuse me. Well, the rain stopped down here for the evening. I don't know for sure if we're going to be getting any more tonight, but they give us about 1.5 inches of rain.
They predicted an inch.
Yeah.
In the weather forecast.
Well, that's pretty close. Got things taken care of. Little things that I'm trying to keep taken care of. Let's read the
Okay. So there we go. Coloring that. I am in Florida.
Yes, we're in Florida. I was going to save it to you, Ellen, a while ago.
We are in Florida. I'm from West Virginia, so that's where my accent is. If that's if you catch my accent, it's still West Virginia.
And I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, and he's from Kentucky.
And I'm from New Jersey, Ellen says. Hello, darling. I bet you have a small accent.
Oh yeah,
It's a
she's got
pretty
a
one, I
northern
know. The New
northern.
Jersey girls are always got
Hmm.
accents. Jazzy says she smoked. She posted 2 prompts.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Jazzy.
She's my she's my person. She plays with me. She's the only one that I know. Well, Esther does sometimes too. She plays too.
Yeah.
I don't like to do it by myself.
Well, everybody needs some help, even me, occasionally.
So she's sitting on a mushroom.
Sitting on a mushroom, reading a book.
She looks like she's reading a book, but she's got her eyes closed. I think she's
I
taking
just
it.
made that up.
She's taking a little nap.
Yeah, she might be taking a little nap.
Thank you, Jessie. 2 prompts.
She's a pretty lady.
She had a little baby boy.
Yeah.
Well, she was been waiting on this baby. I'm glad it's here.
Our granddaughters, uh, they're going to have a little baby boy.
Yeah, my grandson is having a baby, and it'll be here next week.
Yep. Within the week.
She's dilated to 1, so that's like a week before. She's dropped. She's already dropping.
As they say, she'll be coming around the mountain. When
She'll be coming, having that baby.
Oh, Lordy. Well, there's Miss Teresa.
Well, hi, Teresa.
Church.
His girlfriend's having the baby. The one that was living with us last summer. Yep, that's the one. He's going to have a baby.
Back to you, Teresa. May everybody be doing good for you in your life. Weather's been pretty decent down here. It's not been over 90. That's very nice. That's what I like. Anything over 90 is getting too hot for me. Our daughter, Jadelle, she went out and she was getting a little suntan, a little sun in today. That's the first son she's got in a while.
She'll be red.
Yeah, she'll be red tomorrow.
All right, there's that one. Let's try this one.
I'm gonna walk us through. It's getting dark now.
Okay. Thank you, baby. Okay. There's that. Some of that. Some of that. Do a little shadow, a little shading. And I'm leaving that mushroom right there. So I need to put something on her dress. So let's go with pink for her little top. She's a little fairy. And a little bit up here. I gotta do her hair yet. I'd like to have a nice pretty brown. Let's try this shade. This is a silvery color. It's a gunmetal silver. It's not shiny silver like white silver gold. It's more of a gun or a pewter silver. So we will do her hair like that. So that looks good. All right. And I want another blue. And I'm going to put some more blue in there. Okay. Almost done. It won't take too much longer. And I'm still going to put some purple in her wings. Let me find a purple. Something purplish. like that. And I've got this shade here. It's Primrose, and it's a real light yellow. So that's going to be her skin tone. That's what I'm picking for her skin tone. Alrighty. Okay. That looks good. All right. Pretty good. Just a few more little touches. Let's see. When you done with coloring, can you show how you put the bags in a journal? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I did, Ellen. I cut all of the front side and the back side out with the big sizes, and I used my cereal box, and I can sort of do a little demo. I've got another bag over here. Yeah. Let me just finish this up. I'm almost done. I got a couple more little mushrooms, and I think I have this color. It's a brown. I don't know if you could tell or not. Let's try that and then go over it with another pencil. And I like to do two colors. So I do it real fast, and then I go over it with another color, another shade, and it blends it, and it makes it look good. Just saying. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. Let's try this way. I like it. It's got some hidden colors in there. So I think that needs to be blue, 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 blue. Let's get the other blue out here. That is part of a wing. So that'll be fine right there, right there. So let's cut it out and see how we do. Let's see how it does. See how it does. All right. And then we'll go cut that out. Cut that out. All right. Cut that out. I think it'll be fine. And I can, because I used a lot of these Inktense pencils, I can put a little bit of water on this and see if any of it mixes. So I'm going to go away from the girl. I'll do it away from the girl. And we'll cut that white paper off, so it's not going to be a problem. Oh, I didn't do the rest of her hair, did I? Yeah, I did her hair, but I need to do another color on her hair. Her hair's not popping out like I want it to. So we'll go away from everything. Using a wet brush, and it activates those Inktense pencils to pop. And I'm going to use, what shade in her hair? How about gold? Just a little hint of some sunlight in her hair. So let's try that. Okay, now I want to cut it out. Heat dry the wetness. Dry both sides. Okay, so let me get my scissors. And we're going to do a little bit fussy cutting here. So bear with me. We're doing good on time. So I'll try to do this quickly. Quickly. We're going to be quick about it. My paper's wet, so it's giving me a hard time. In some spots, but we'll manage. We're going to get it no matter what. We'll get through it. And I do have little scissors. But I'm so used to using these big honker ones. I like them. I like these big scissors. So I'm halfway done with the cutting. And I am going as fast as I can with this. So there's the bottom of that. And we'll go back up. Back up. And around this guy. And over to there. And then I'm going to cut this guy. Down to here. And there's a little bit of something over here we can do. Cut around that. The bottom is all that's left. And then we've got a few little mushrooms down in front that are little nubs. Almost. Go around that mushroom. Up there and there. And one little spot right here. And we're done. All right, we got her. We got her. So, I just need the fairy book back out. And we're going to find a page to put her. She can go right here. I love this fancy paper. And the book, this paper is like it's like mixed media paper. It's dry and thick like cardstock. So all I want to do is get my glue stick, and I'm going to roll it up and get all of her things. Like that. So we'll get her some glue on there. And like that. And I think did I start with this? I think I did. So she's ready to go. So we're going to put her right there. We're going to put her right there. And I get a credit card. And now I smooth it out. Love it. I love it. the date in there. We like to do the date. It's a thing. It's just a thing we do. Put the lid back on that. And we're going to leave this open because it's sticky. And isn't that cute? All right, so I'm going to put this over and let it dry before I close it. And I think I've done everything on my list that I was going to do today. I'm going to put these pins here away. And then I want to show Ellen how to put a book together. And I'm going to go over and get me a brown paper bag. You know, there's 100 ways that you can make a book. And I do have a book on how to bind 100 different styles of bindings. And I'm sure there's even more than that. But there's lots of different ways to bind a book. And so I'm just gonna try to show her how I do a simple brown paper bag book. And you can alter it any way you want. You know, this is just going to be an example, a sample. So let me go get a brown paper bag. You can also use brown packing paper that you get from Amazon. If you ever get anything from them and you want to use that brown paper, you can add it into your book. Like this brown paper here, you can recycle that and use it as well. All you have to do is smooth it out and put your ends together and fold it. You can make a book out of this. Oh, we'll add this to the brown paper bag. So I'm going to fold it over this much and we'll see what we can do. And I'm going to even that up right there. I'm just going to cut that paper off right there and even it up just a little bit. I like uneven edges. It gives it character. When you have little edges like this, that'll give it character. So we'll hang on to that for a minute. Now this is a grocery bag, and it's a generic grocery bag. And the reason why I got them is we have a food pantry at church, and they were donated these bags. Well, as you can see, it didn't get enough glue to glue the bag. So you see, so they got rid of the bags, and Joe brought me home some. So this is just a brown paper bag, and then here's the bottom of the bag. So what I did is I cut the bottom off. Let's see, it doesn't really matter. You can do it differently every time. So if I want to use this as a page, I might want to line it up with my brown paper bag, and I might just cut that off right there, and then we're going to open it up, and we're making this book to match this brown paper, this leftover packing paper. So let's cut this like that. We're going to hang on to this for a minute. We're not finished. So we got this part, the top part, and I'm going to fold the edges together. You can do it any way you want. tons of ideas. I'm smoothing this out and folded it in half, and we'll fold it again. And it kind of matches this paper here size. So let's fold it again. We're making a book. We're going to make a book, and then we're going to use the book every day. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. I will come in and we will work on this book together. So I'm going to fold all of it in half. And this is how big my book is going to be. Now, if you want to make it this big, you can. If you want to make it bigger, you can. But while I'm here under the camera, I'm going to make it small so that you can start out small. Then work your way up to big. There's no right or wrong. There's no exact size. You can use cardstock. You can use, and I've got some cardstock here. I could use some of that for my cover. And it's like it's real stiff, like cardboard. It's cardstock. So if I use this on the outside of my book, this is a simple way to make a book, okay? And no, we're not finished. We're not finished. But this would be like one signature, and you can trim it up any way you want. I can continue to trim. And or if you want to leave it wonky, you can leave it wonky. We like wonky. We love wonky. But I'm going to make it so that it fits this cardstock a little bit, just a little bit better. Not much. So this is my book, and it's, as you can see, it's not exact, but it's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. So what I want to do now is punch some holes. Now, if you want to sew this, you can punch 2 holes, tie a piece of yarn or string in between and tie it in a knot, and then your book is together. You can also staple it if you have a stapler that will reach this 6 inches. And I don't have a 6-inch, but I've got an 18-inch stapler. So I'm going to show you how to staple it real fast. So I'm going to staple mine so that the smooth side is on the outside of my book. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to find the center and I'm going to staple that down right there. You could use brads, you could use staplers, you could tape it, you could tie a piece of string around it and use a cord, and I'll show you how to do that as well. If you don't have a stapler, see, I got these, the sharp things are on the inside. But you could also take a piece of cordage string, any kind of packing string, baking string, yarn, ribbon, anything you want to use. And all you have to do is wrap it around the center of this book. And I think I'm going to use that for the top. So I'm going to take it up here to the top. I almost didn't make it big enough. Did I make it big enough? I didn't. Look at that. Look at that. That's all right. We can do one. We can do one. So anyway, you take a piece of string and tie it around the center, and then you want to tie a nice little knot. You can also use a rubber band. So you're going to tie a knot at the very top of this where the string's in the middle. So I'm going to tie a knot right there. And then I have enough string for a tassel if I want to do a tassel. And you put a surgical knot on it so that it won't come undone. And then you fold this, and there's your book. Hi, Candy. Hi, Donna. She's usually on mute. Hi, Donna. So there is your brown paper bag book, and I use packing tape as well. So what I need to do now is cut the tops of my folded pieces open. So if you got any open pieces up here that are closed, you want to cut them open so that you'll have pages. So you see how I opened that up right there? So there's another fold here, so I can cut that one. Now, I do a lot of different kinds of binding techniques. So I can show you as we go along, as you watch from time to time, you'll see me do other techniques. Now, this page here is, they're going to be short pages, aren't they? Do you mind? I don't mind. A surgical knot is probably the same as a square knot. I just know that the surgical knots don't slide off. So there's some short pages, and then we got back to some big, longer pages, and we cut these loose to make some more pages in our book. And I've got the top of the grocery bag has that zigzag top, rough edge, that spiked is at the top of those pages there. So there's our book. And that was where the glue was on the shopping bag. I got some more pages to cut. Make some more pages. Another one down here. Like that. There's another one I need to cut. And we got a little damage, but we don't mind. We don't mind a bit. We'll fix it. We can mend that. We can mend that page. So there's my little book. There's a little book. And if you want to continue to trim, you can. And I think I will make it even better. So how would you repair a damaged page? Well, this is how I would repair it. You can use some of the brown paper bag that you have left over. And I need 2 repairs. So I'm going to take, let's see, we can be creative. I'm going to take a corner. See if I can find a corner. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I'm just going to take some of this brown paper bag right here and borrow that. And then I'm going to take this part and borrow this. Okay. And we'll go back here to the back where our page is not finished. So all we need to do here is put some glue down. And we're going to fix our corner, the corner of our page. So I'm just going to put some glue down on this thing. So I've got some glue on here. And I'm going to lay it underneath my damaged page like that. And line it up like that. And rub. And now I have to let that glue dry again. And then I can trim my page up to match the rest of the book. And there's my new page down here. It's fun to do it with colored paper too. So that's going to be my repair right there. And then on this little piece here, I can still do something like this, and it's on a fold. So I'm going to use the fold for my repair, and it'll be on both sides of the page. And I will cut it off what I don't need. So I'm going to lay this at the bottom of my page in my book, and then I'm going to fold it up, and that's going to be the bottom of my page right there. And all I have to do is cut this little edge off like that. So, there's your brown paper bag book. And you can go back up here to the front to see if it needs any repair. And it does. It needs a repair on this piece. Okay? So we're going to take another part of that brown paper bag, and we're going to repair that piece. And I like doing the fold over technique. See if I can do it. Well, I'm not going to be able to do it. I might be able to do this one edge a little bit and do it like that. So that was the rest of the bag. So we're going to take and put this piece down like that. And we're going to use this fold over part in here for the page, and then glue it down like that, and then cut this off here. So we can go ahead and cut that off. And it's exact. So now I can put glue over all of it. So let me put some glue on this. And the fold. And the rest of the page. So we can lay this down first. And lay this on top of it. And then and fold this over the edge. And there's our new repaired page. Here's our repaired page. So, and if you need to, you can just do a little trim like that. There's a brown paper bag book. So there you go. And there's 100 ways to do this. And then this is a fold over technique, but you can do another style with the spine. And I will do that again another day when I have more time. And you can make this as big or as little as you want. And your tassels, I'll leave my tassels so I can put beads on them. So I'll leave them on there. So but I do make a lot of books. And then we create books. Like we've got the chicken book and the napkin book and the bird book and all that. And then we got the fairy book and the doll book. So I do a lot of books. So let me go over here real quick and see if I can find I think I know the box that I was in last with the other books that I made in it, and the one that I made with Tanya. Let me see if I can see it from here. box last week, so it might be right here. Just out of curiosity, if I can find it. It's possible. But I've been doing this for 6 years, so you can only imagine how many things I've made. So, let's see. This is a half of a magazine. It's a Texas visitor's travel guide, and you fold the pages in half and you make a book out of a magazine. I learned how to do this with Dee Dee Cunningham. This might be I remember I showed a junk journal that I had a lot of Tanya McGuire stuff in it that I did with her. And this is just a little homemade book that I made. And it is done with a top Coptic stitch, and it's got Happy Mail in it. It's a little book that I made, and it's just a glue book, and you just put stuff in it. 22 scrap paper, and that's a little book. Here's a little book that you can make by just putting a tie up in the corner, a piece of yarn or something pretty, and punch holes, and there's you a little book right there with some pretty paper, and you can make that into a book, like a tablet type book. I'm wondering if it wasn't the junk journal that I used to have, a totally junk journal that I was showing that I'd worked with Tanya. This one might be a Tanya book. It reminds me of her style. And it's an envelope. Somebody gave me this. I should get it out and use it. Nope, it's got it's got made with Beth, from Beth. It's me. I made the book, I guess. And I made a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back with paper in the middle. Yeah. And this right here is a type of paper. It looks like hills. I got this idea from Tanya McGuire. This is how she does her backgrounds and her doodlings. She does a prettier job than me. Just saying. These are just samples of some little books. This is like an accordion book. You see how the back is like an accordion? Zigzagged. And then you make these little zigzags on the spine of the papers. And then you got places to glue things in on both sides of those little accordion things to make a little book. That was a sample book that I made one time. This book here was made by Margaret. So I got a lot of Happy Mail stuff in here. Here's a tiny little book that I made. Baby books. I had a little wraparound on it, and then it's got a tie. It's got a little tie. Let's see if I can do it. Right there. Ta-da! So here's a little book. I sewed on the outside of this And then I've got a signature in it, and I stapled it in. The pages are stapled in. Here's a little book. It's a 4-page book, and I stapled the edges on it. It's an easy book to make. This was a gift. There's a little book here, and it's got a spine. It's got a pretty nice spine, and it's got several signatures in there, and they're tied in with thread, with embroidery thread. They're tied in the middle with thread to hold it in, just like I just showed you. And here are the strings on the back. There's 4 signatures. And this one has an elastic closure with a button. But this has got 4 signatures in it. And the signatures have pockets in them, in the front and the back. This was made for me. And I believe it was Janet that made this for me. Janet from let's see. Some of it was gifted by Cheryl Johnson, and some of it was Janet Burgess from Canada. So, but this is a junk journal with lots of things in it. No, this one's from Janet Burgess. That's where I saw that. She gifted me this book. And I think Cheryl gifted me this book. And it's got so many things in it, I should keep it out so I can use the stuff. I'll leave it out. Here's another little book that I made. And it's got a jute closure. And it's all tied in with jute. Right there's the center of the book. I wrapped it around about 3 times, tied a knot, and I've got it binded. Okay, so when you open it up, you've got all these pages, and there's lots of pockets and tags and cute little things inside. Cute little things. I should leave this one out and use the things. And it's made out of an envelope. So that's sweet. So anyway, here's another little book that I made. And this is JB5s, Journaling by 5s. And you get 5 prompts on each page for each page. But the trick is you do 1 page with 1 prompt, and you do all the pages with the first prompt. So if the first prompt was paper, then you would put paper down on every single page first. The first prompt is paper, and then the second prompt would be color, and then you would put some paint down or color down on each of the pages as the second prompt. And you do like 10 or 15, 20 pages at a time. And it's a fun game. Dana played it. She played it the other day. I think it was Monday. On Dana's channel, if you want to go and watch her play Journaling by 5. But it sort of it helps you break a white page. If you want to do some crafting and you don't know what you want to do, and you don't know where to start, and you don't know what to put down first, well, you could play this game, and it'll show you how to slap it down without thinking. You don't think, you do it. Well, it wasn't in that book, in that pot, but Journaling by 5 is fun, and you have 5 prompts, and you write them down before you start. And it might be textured, it might be doodle and words. That's usually one of the last ones you do. And then you might have a center focus, which would be a photo or a picture or a cutout or something for your photo centerpiece. But that's a fun game. It's fun to play. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to keep this little book out, and I might be able to use some of these things in some Happy Mail as I make things and give away things. And that's what all that's about. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me and sticking with me tonight. And we will do it again on Saturday. This is Thursday, so we will play again on Saturday. And if you can always message me if you need anything, and and we'll just handle it next time. I stream for 3 hours, so it's a long time, and I do a lot. I try to do as much as possible in 3 hours, and I'm pretty good at it. A lot of times I go over, and very rarely do I miss. Very rarely do I cut off early unless I'm not feeling very good or something. So I've been in here since 3 o'clock today. Been working. So I want to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the chat room after a while, somewhere along the road. So good night, everybody.